Well, let's stay on this theme then, because get this, Democratic Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez fueling speculation she could make a bid for Senate after Tuesday's primary victories to several New York socialist candidates. The fellow progressive sidestepping a pointed question about a future Senate campaign for her. Watch.
Are you more inclined to possibly run for Senate after seeing the results of the three races in New York?
I think, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be breaking any news here as I consider what's going to happen in the future. But I'm definitely inspired and encouraged by all the new faces that we're going to be sending to the State Assembly and to Congress.
So, if AOC did make a bid for Senate, she'd likely be running against Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, whose seat is up for re-election in 2028. Right now, he's 75 years old, but Maria, there is no signs that he's planning on retiring or stepping away from any leadership position. But, you know, they did do an autopsy on what went wrong in 2024. Alyssa Slotkin says enough is enough. The party needs a new direction.
Oh, we haven't heard a peep out of Chuck Schumer about any of the anti-Semitism that is raging. He's one of the few Jewish people in the Senate, and we never hear a word out of him about it, Chris. I think people want to see somebody take over for Chuck Schumer, frankly.
Right, and Chuck Schumer and the establishment think they're negotiating with these folks on the left, but the left is openly stating that they want to replace the establishment. It is the stated goal of these Democratic socialists and their candidates to come in, use the Democratic Party basically as a skin suit, and use the resources, the ballot access, all of that to get rid of these establishment Democrats and impose socialism on the rest of the country. And so where they're trying to assuage these folks by letting progressives like AOC run the party, they don't realize that the end goal is not just to have a good kumbaya relationship with the left, it's the left taking over the Democratic Party.
Absolutely. What do you say, John?
And that's a good point made by Chris, because if the far left takes over the Democratic Party, that has to be a bonanza for the Republican Party. Sure, maybe you want to get rid of Schumer, a senator from New York. Why not have a Republican take his place for the first time in years? I think all the Republicans have to do is just sit down and watch this hilarious spectacle unfold as the Democrats self-destruct by simply pandering to the left time and time again and losing really that base, that that centrist, independent voter that they need in order to win elections.
But they are losing it, Maria. That's the point. What we saw happen in New York is, the party, I'm sorry, Zora Mamdani, Kingmaker, we said that yesterday, that is where they're at right now. And so these progressives who, some of these candidates here in New York, if you go back and look at their social media, they've said some very frightening things about what they believe the United States is and is not. You're hating our country. You want socialism. We're not a communist country. So but these are the ones that are really moving and taking away power from the Chuck Schumers of the world.
Absolutely. Well, they've got their following. Thanks for that, Char. Let's get a look at your weather and your forecast across America. Fox Weather meteorologist Melanie Black with an update there.